TransMedia storytelling is the art of conveying messages, themes, or storylines to a mass audience through the artful and well-planned use of multiple media platforms. Your movie, television show, video game, or novel has a rich story and immersive world, but how do you maximize its value? You have a new product or brand, but how can you engage consumers in a way that intrigues, educates, and builds fantastic loyalty? It all starts with story. But in today's interconnected world, the story has the potential to start in one medium and flow into another. Bulletins about the approach of a mysterious sea creature are found throughout the internet months before the release of Cloverfield. A new generation of Star Wars fans, hungry for clues about their favorite Clone Wars cartoon characters, thrilled to the discovery of their fates while watching the original trilogies. Girls who adore the Tinkerbell DVD can then follow their favorite characters after journeying into the wider world of the Disney Fairies novels. Most of us flow naturally from one medium to the next. Unfortunately, most of our content doesn't. Instead, the stories are repurposed and repeated. They do not expand the franchise, nor do they build brand equity. With TransMedia, each part of the story is unique and plays to the strengths of the medium. The result is a new kind of narrative where story flows across each platform, forming a rich narrative tapestry that manifests in an array of products and multiple revenue streams. The audience is both validated and celebrated for participating in the story world through the medium of their choice, utilizing its
Just tell me how you define, how you think of transmedia storytelling.
Well, on Heroes we have this big mothership of the show, and this giant canon of content and mythology. And so what we try and do is tell a story that goes across multiple platforms, that digs into that canon, digs into the mythology, and makes it a sort of larger world for the fans to connect to. A lot of fandom is based on the idea of social currency, and your social currency is based on your knowledge of the show. So if you know one more thing than the guy next to you at school the next day, or in the water cooler at the water cooler next day, then you're sort of 1 degree closer to being cool as a fan. And so that stuff is really at the heart of why this transmedia idea works with our particular fan base, because our fans like to dig as deeply as they can into this show that they love and find all this information. And the real sort of goal of transmedia storytelling is to have aspects of the show that live in certain parts of on certain platforms and then migrate to others. So in other words, you'll have a character that lives on the show, and once that character has left the show, that character can now have an entire life on online comic books or websites, in sort of multi-user online games that you develop. It's a way to spread the sort of basic